can't believe it. The day is finally here. I'm able to open my brand new serger and I thought I'd bring you along with me. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all well. So it's been about 6 years since I last bought a serger. You've seen the one in my videos. It's a rickety old thing. I've been on the lookout for a new serger for a year or so now, and I've finally bitten the bullet and bought one. This has been sat here for the best part of a week while I was finishing my last video and a test for a pattern company. I couldn't open it because I wanted to open it with you guys, so I had to hold off and wait for the day when I could just film it, and that is now. How exciting! I can't tell you how excited I am. Okay, Claire, stop rambling, let's get to it. So what serger have I bought? Wow, it's a big secret. The name is written there, but I've covered it up so you can't see. Let's start unboxing it, shall we? I can't tell you how long I've been waiting for this. Donna! I'm all flustered now. We've got it out of the box, so let's take it out of the wrapping and see what machine we got. Donna! So what we got was, I forgot now. So we got the Jaguar model 099 advanced system. Before we look at this in more detail, let me just talk to you a little bit about my decision making. So you would have seen in my previous videos that I have the Janome 8002D. It's a machine that I picked up 6 years ago or so. It was a basic model. It was all I could afford at the time. And to be honest, I can't afford a lot more now. But I was really, well, I want one of those air threaders, don't I? But I haven't got £1,000 or more to drop on a serger right now. So I was looking at the models. Initially, I wanted a Brother because my main sewing machine is a Brother. There was only one Brother serger available on Amazon, and I wasn't that impressed with it, to be honest. It was just a basic model, and I didn't want a basic model again. So had a little bit of money to play with because I've just sold my cover stitch machine, so the money from that has gone towards my serger. And I come across this model and it's got so many features that my basic model does not have, and the price was really good. So like for a basic model I was looking at £250 and I paid £360 for this. As you'll see, I got 5 sets of feet for that price as well. So I'm really, really impressed. I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to unbox this. So let's get into the details a bit more. Let's just have a look what this machine came with. Just a health and safety letter and the instruction manual. If you're just purchasing a serger, I would highly recommend that you read this cover to cover, and I will be doing that. Comes with the foot, which is going to be so handy. Apparently this foot has speed control, which my other one didn't have. There's a plastic cover. My other machine didn't have that either. Hello. If you want a comparison of my old serger and my new one, do drop me a comment down below and let me know, and I'll see if I can do that. It also came with a tray that will collect all like the threads and bits of fabric that gets sheared off. My other machine didn't have that either. I am so excited. Excited, I can't tell you. It came with this overlocker accessory kit. I know Americans call them sergers, but here in the UK we call them overlockers. So inside is just 5 packets, and I imagine That is the feet. On my other serger, I just had 1 foot and I used that for the entire time. Oh, we've got a visitor. Hello, Frederick. Are you camera ready? You've got your makeup on? And then we've got an accessory pack. Okay, do you approve, Frederick? Can you smell that? Does it smell funny? We got some nets that you put around your thread. Now, these are good, apparently. I've never actually used them. These are good for if you're using like silk thread. I imagine it stops it getting all unthreaded or knotted up. But these are elasticated. The ones I had with my last serger were not elasticated, so that's really good. There's 4 of those. Got some tweezers. Now, we don't necessarily need the tweezers, which I'll get into more as we have a look at the machine. You'll understand what I'm talking about, but there are a pair of tweezers. There's some oil. I never oiled my last machine. It never told me I had to. But the fact that it's given me some oil suggests that I do need to do that. Screwdriver, a little spanner. And it's got these. I don't know what these are called, but they sit on the machine and you put your cone of thread on top. So I've got 4 of those. I've got a needle threader, which might come in handy because my eyesight is gone now, pretty much. Well, it hasn't gone. It's got a spare blade there. Interestingly, that didn't come in any kind of protective cover and I nearly just cut myself on that, so be careful. And it's got these. I do not know what these are. We'll find out later when we look in the instructions. Actually, I'm going to look now so I can tell you. These are spool discs, so I imagine they sit on the base of the machine under your thread. And I've got 4 of those. Do you approve, Frederick? So that's it. So now let's have a look in the machine, which I know is what you and I have been looking for. So first impressions. I'm really impressed. It feels substantial. This side here is all metal, which is really impressive. My last one was just plastic. You can tell straight off the bat this is not a beginner machine. Well, it might be a beginner machine, but it's not a bottom level machine. Entry level, I mean. Let's have a look. I'm going to insert some B-roll over this because I can't like look at it and show it to you at the same time. It comes with one of these. I don't know what you would call this or how you raise it. So we've got the tension discs for the left and right needle, and they're different types of tension discs to the loopers. I'm in love with this already. I really am. You are getting my genuine first impression. I'm looking at this with you. I am just so impressed. So if we look on the side, we have the wheel and it has an arrow on it telling you which way to turn it, which is a really, really good thing because I always got confused whether it should go up or down, but obviously it should go down. Already this machine is telling me it is beginner friendly because it's explaining everything on the machine. You don't have to refer to the manual to find things out. We've got a stitch length dial here on the side and a differential feed, which was the same as my other machine, to be honest. It's got an on-off switch here, which it didn't have in the other machine. And that's where you plug it in. So if we move around the front, we've actually got a stitch guide here, and one question I've got on my serger videos, by the way, if you haven't seen my other serger videos, do check them out. I'll put them in the description box down below. But people were asking me, how do you work out your seam allowance? Because often you'll just get like little markings, little plastic markings, and it's really hard to see or tell as the fabric's going through. But this has a stitch marker that you pull it out to how far you want it. Now you'll have to bear in mind, if you move the blade, then you'll have to take that into account with this, which is why it's not got any numbers on it. But I can do an in-depth tutorial of that. I'll do an in-depth tutorial of this actual machine. So you pull it out to the seam allowance you want, and that, as you feed it through, it's really, really clear to see. So that's really impressive. One of the best things about this machine, in my opinion, is, if I can work out how to open it. Here we are. The front opens up completely. In my other machine, this side would not open and it would have a hole here. So I'd have to get my hand through, pull the thread through, pull it back through. It was a nightmare with my big hands. And now this one just opens up completely. Oh, I'm so in love. This is fantastic, people. This is fantastic. So you do have to be careful. There's a caution there telling you to turn it off before you use it. But basically, you can thread your loopers and you can see where you need to go. There's no discomfort in doing it. You don't have to be a contortionist. It is fantastic. So battery died. So I was just having a little read of the manual. Looks all very straightforward. So just looking inside, we get some needles. We've got we have a spare blade. We have a spare differential feed thingy. We have a spare lint roller, a spare screwdriver. We even have a tape measure. How extra is that? So I said earlier that I couldn't pull this up. I just wasn't pulling it up strongly enough. You can see here they've put different colour threads in that so that when you first sew with it, you can see what each different thing is doing, each looper or needle thread. And then if there's tension issues, you can sort it out. And that's a pro tip in any serger, that if you're having tension issues, thread different colour threads on it, and that will help you to see. We will do a video on that at some point. Let's have a go at it, shall we? Interesting, they've used quite a lot of plastic in this packaging, but none on that blade that they gave us. So you can see when I turn it on, it's got a great big LED light. That's really bright. I'm really impressed. We've got an automatic cutter there. So now we can take off that bit that they've done. Look at those stitches. I need to find some scrap fabric. So I'll quickly cut this piece of fabric. Before we sew, we need to put our bin on. There we are. Just goes like that, and then it will collect. First impression, that glides through really, really nicely. I keep going to go like that because that's where it is. That's where the cutter is on my other one. But actually, there we are. And that's gone into there. Oh my God, I love this already. Close up of those stitches. It's just perfect stitching, it really is. Just do the other side because, you know, this is my little toy. Don't know if you can see it. You're probably not going to see it, but just here, there's a little light that tells you where the seam, where it's cutting. So that's it. That's my unboxing of my Jaguar 099 Advanced system. I'm looking forward to using it. You know that there is going to be a makes video coming up. I'm going to have to make a dress with this. I just want to say quickly, do not take this video to mean that I am showing off or trying to say I've got this when you haven't. I'm showing it purely for reasons that you might be interested in an unboxing, because let's face it, we're all interested in an unboxing. And, you know, maybe you're shopping for a machine and you're interested in this one as well. I will do a proper review on it once I've had a chance to use it properly. I don't feel I can review it today, having not used it. I might do a comparison with my other one if you want. Let me know your ideas for videos, because I want to do some videos with this. One of the reasons that I didn't do too many demos on my other one was it was so rickety. It had no light on it. It was like when I sewed it would walk off the table. One thing with this is it's really solid. It's metal interior and it doesn't move when I serge. So I was really impressed with that. I need to get to know this new member of my family, don't I? So I hope you liked this video and you did find it helpful. If you did, do give me a like, a subscribe. All those things help massively. If you found particular value in this video, do consider purchasing a coffee. All the links will be down below. I will also put an affiliate Amazon link down below to this machine that I bought, so you can go and have a look. I need to end this video or my retention's going to be on the ground. I've got to go and feed this cat. He's pretty angry at the moment. I'm not sure what's wrong with him, but I need to go and attend to him. Until next time, happy sewing. Bye for now.